But it's not too many cars. It's because there's a bus. There's a bus fest. There's a... I said Buzz Fest, then I said no, this reminds me of a YouTube channel, but it's BuzzFeed. Yeah, but if the route to evolution, so for example, right now for the first time in millennium, right, we have a de-evolution. Now this evolution is by us, so we're physically weaker, we're smarter, right, but then again we're smarter, but we're dumber. Because nowadays, who knows how to make bread? Who knows how to put fire, right? And this used to be knowledge, common knowledge. And because it used to be common knowledge, the rate of survival, or the skill, okay, let's call it a skill of survival versus a knowledge survival, because I believe it's a more apropos. The skill of survival, cool as fuck, dude. So, the skills for survival are a lot lower. Like, can hunt, can fish. Nowadays, who knows how to fish? Back in the days, people knew how to fish. The whole village knew how to fish, right? Now, you're like, oh, what do I do? And you can easily Google it. But that defeats the purpose. And I don't know. I think the skill, the rate of survival is lower. Now, technically, does it need to be higher? See, for example, right? But now, with the AI, we got the AI coming out, not coming out, but it's leaping forward. I saw the Elon Musk robot, crazy, and the AI. Look at this, look at that bright, smart guy. Look at this smart guy. I wish I was that smart, but sadly I'm smarter, 'cause I don't bend over. So with the AI, a lot of the tasks that we're doing are gonna be done for us. And you're like, oh wow, that's so cool. This is so pog. So now there's a lot of people in the cup there. So what I'm gonna do, now that I'm researched by the law, I'm not Archer Morgan. What was the name of the what was the name of the main guy? Pearson. Pearson for sure. Archer, our reserve. yo, you know what's the name of the character? So if you don't know the Red Dead Redemption, that's a shame, but because it's such a good game, right? But it's a character. It's basically the butcher of the gang. So he's gonna be the cook. He's gonna make the stew. I'm gonna say the soup and the stew. I think we went back to where we were. Oh my, Atlantis. We're using much less used place. Oh. That's my brutal. There you go. There you go. Trying to, will I see my reflex are not good. My general, I wouldn't say balance, but my general see, you're subtle. You're not subtle. No, you're. I'm gonna say like a ballerina, but it's a bit you're more flexible. Yeah, flexible is a good word. When it's not cold, but when you're colder, your body tense up, your muscle tense up. That way, they can retain the heat. Because they can retain the heat, then you're less cold, I guess. You're warmer, I guess. 27. Okay, then we're good. We're good. I know exactly where we are. Oh, exactly is a overstatement, and of course, we choose the place where there's no place to go. Okay, we'll figure out a way. See, I don't usually, like, people don't usually see these lineups, but then again, I don't necessarily leave at that time, nor do I use the same place. Beautiful. Old houses. I love old houses. There you go. That's the way to go. So you're gonna have a stop sign, which gonna be using to our advantage. Let that car pass, because he was a nice guy, I guess. You let the next car pass. I'm also a nice guy. And we're gonna pass, even though there's a bus. Okay, we are good. This place to me is more dangerous than anything, right? This is more dangerous, but there's all the cars. It's faster. not in a rush per se. Ooh, look at this. Another decoration. I love that. Maybe months later. Hell yeah. Okay, we're good. Look at this. This is McDonald's, right? You know you know where this Maxi is. The Metro, which is another grocery store. And then I'm gonna show you the IGA, which is another grocery store. Pretty much it. There you go, that's us. April Pass. Be a nice guy, Inc. There you go. A bit worried about the cash, no? Should be okay. Oh, the battery's low. Schnitzel. It's okay, we're close to home. Actually, we're so close to home that we can unofficially, I love saying that. Oh shit. To the camera. So, guys, thank you for watching this. Notice a lot of rambling, a lot of yapping. But listen, I could be doing videos where there's no talking at all. So I guess it depends on the choice. And if you don't like it, then don't like it. And if you do, thank you. Have a nice day. Have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are, whoever you are. Ciao. Whoa. We're people of habits. We see something we do that we like, we redo it. We see something else that we do that we like, and we redo it once again. Once again. And the craziest thing that I did was to think that 1 year was gonna be enough. We need to forget about the 7 years of the same artists that we listen to. So once again, Nico Caro, Kid Boga, Onish Pranks, DSP. DSP though, I made a mistake and I still watched him during the year. But I was like, okay, well maybe I need a couple of more months, you know? Maybe till I wait till 2025. And ooh, Snow Frosty the Snowman. Crazy how there's more decoration for Christmas on November. Well, it's December. We're to the 25th today, so I guess it makes sense. I was gonna say, what the heck? What the heck, bro? Doesn't make sense, bro. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we started listening to radio, and today they were talking about the impact of the society, or modern society, and everyday life. So basically, they were saying how kids were on the tablet, how they were talking about medication for ADHD. When I heard that, I was like, oh, I'm directly involved, right? Because I do take medication for ADHD. See, I could have kept taking them. Nothing is stopping me from taking them, but I don't know. Like right now in my life, I have the extreme pleasure of saying that I have absolutely no crutch. No crutch, no clutch, no crutch. And that's a big pride. That's a big thing that I'm proud of. I owe no debt. I don't need anybody in my life except my darling Inc. And it is possibly a dumb way to die. It is possibly a dumb way to live. It is possibly a dumb way to be in between. But I don't know. I like the fact that I'm able to take care of myself from A to Z in every shape or form. You know what I mean? I think it's super important. I think it's one, if not the most important thing in life. So yeah, so now I don't take medication because of that. So I don't want to take a crutch. As a kid, this is a story that I never told on here, which is pretty sad. I was so against medication because of the ADHD medication that I would do asthma attack, and I would be against taking the pumps, les pompes, the pumps for asthma attack. So I'd be like, you know what? I don't need you. I'm gonna be fine. Well, tough shit, you weren't fine. And yeah, it's just a mentality that I had. So they were talking about how kids nowadays, because it's sad, it sucks because of the tablets and shit like that, right? Which I don't think is directly linked, but it has to do for sure. Yucky. Look at this guy. What a genius. Fucking scooter on the cycle road. What a dummy. What a dummy. But people, you see, you know what's crazy? We took a video of this about 2 weeks ago, and there was like a plethora of people there. It was this news. It was the fest, and now there's a couple of people, right? Which sucks, but what can you do? Even right now, I'm trying to get cold now. I got to do some content outside. That's not gonna be fun, but anything for you guys. You guys, fuck you guys. And so yeah, so they were talking about how some of the kids, they're still wearing diapers at 5 years old, which I don't know, but at the same time, I'm not a father, so I know 5 years old is old, but I don't know the cutoff age for, okay, well, maybe you should learn how to poop, you know? Maybe you should learn. So my thing is, you look at the toilet, right? Look at the toilet, and in my mind, logically speaking, as long as you're tall enough to reach the toilet, you're good. If you're too small to reach the toilet, you shouldn't learn, right? I'm not sure how this works, but to me, that's the most, possibly one, if not the most sensible way. Yeah, that's just the way I think. You're a bit delayed, my boy. I'm already past, you know. Beautiful. Look at this. This used to be a school. I used to go here. I don't know, remember what happened, but I think I went there for like a couple of months, and then I stopped going for whatever reason. But hey, c'est la vie, c'est la vie, c'est la voix. We had a beautiful autumn, and the cool thing is, technically, this is the first year where I do nature corn. But this is really the first year where we're doing this, you know. I don't feel people, because again, I'm not an asshole. I saw a shadow on the floor. That was a fucking wrench. I got my glasses too, if you guys didn't notice. Yeah, I told you the story. I told the story in a video. My optometrist, my eye doctor, I don't know how you say it in French or in English. And she came in and she was like, I saw you. She called my mom, right? Then the eye doctor was like, oh, I saw your son on the on the tubes, and he wasn't wearing the glasses. So my mom, she gave me like I want to say like a 20 minutes of oh, what is the point of buying glasses if you don't wear them? So to avoid it, I just wear them right now, right? Until the ashes fall, and haha, I can't see shit. So they were talking about how kids are not able to draw anymore because they never hold a pen. Now, I'm like, holy shit, maybe that's right? Or kids, you know what's sad? And I know you guys are gonna make fun of Canada for that. I don't know if you guys are gonna make fun of us for that, but she let her pass out. I'm letting her pass. She's so sweet. The car here. So they 1 out of 5 kids in kindergarten, right, is able to open up a banana. 1 of 5 kids. So I'm gonna let you pass. The white car seems in a rush. I'm gonna let you pass, and we are next. I let a couple people pass because why not? Gotta be nice guys sometimes, guys. See, there was this old like I don't know if people still say that today nowadays, but people were like, oh, you always have to do 1 good deed per day. If my good deed is letting people pass, hell to the year. So super simple. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm actually having a good day. So I'm a bit more nervous because since I'm cold, my reflexes are a bit lower. But yeah, I think it's worrying because those kids, see, it's really the theory of evolution if you believe in it, right? We started out as really physically fit. So if you look at physically speaking, people would live more than we do now. Well, it's complicated. People would live, okay, so naturally speaking, people would live more now than naturally speaking, people would live more back then than now. But with the advent of technology and medicine, right, we're able to live a lot longer. So it's kind of like a complicated thing where you're in a position of, okay, naturally speaking, they can live longer, but now we can live longer. And it's also like a holy shit, there's a lot of cars. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move, because there's so many cars, fuck that. It's a small step for man, but a huge step for ink, right? When I say huge step, I'm 5'4". So huge step is still a normal step for a lot of people, but for me, incredible. The leap in our future and our livelihood. Now, for the first time, I had to move. Nothing. Yeah, so the guy moves. I was supposed to take this bus. That was first, bro. See? It's not about who's righteously there. It's about who has the rights. The rights to the land. The rights to the sidewalk. Priority of passage. Important stuff. Important stuff. So yeah, so your customer is actually pretty good. Bro, it's insane because I make the minimum salary, which you're like, oh bro, that sucks, right? But I make more with tips than I make with my minimum salary. And that is, of course, thanks to my good luck. Or they think I'm special needs. Oh, you're a special need kid. That's so cool. There's this famous scene. I don't remember the movie. What was the movie? I don't remember. Oh, I think it's Hangover. I think it's Hangover. I'm not sure. Yeah, probably. That's something that Alan would do, for sure. It is fun. Listen, I get coffee. I listen to music. Once again, it is a stepping stone. So the plan is to work there till Christmas. Last Christmas, I gave you my yacht. Yeah, the remix that I saw on YouTube. And it was a perfect song. I don't know why you changed it, but it was a perfect song. And now you ruined it. You ruined it with your idea of yacht and your perversion of the Phantom taxi and ski toilets. Okay. So you see what let the lady pass? But there was cars. So careful, Linko. Last Christmas I gave you my yacht, which is a good song. Well, this song is under it's up to interpretation, right? Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you take it away. This year, to save me from tears, I gave it to someone special. See, you want to know how to cheat the system and don't get a copyright strike on your channel for singing a song. You put the song, right, in a video that you put under a fundraiser. Now, what we call it? Intellectual right is something amazing. Imagine a company that would copyright a song as part of a fundraiser. Now, that's bad publicity. That is bad romance. I wanna know, man, I wanna love them. Oh, I think. I believe he was in the right there. Oopsies. Then I got to pass. So it's really in the right, right? Who's really in the right, right? That's pretty much it. So if you put it under a fundraiser, they won't copyright strike you or copyright claim the funds because it's for a good cause. They don't want to be the people that are like, yeah, we took money from a starving kid and Yemen. I don't know, maybe Yemen is richer than Lachine. Who knows? Who knows, bro? My geology or geography knowledge is pretty limited. That's pretty much it. So the job is going well. Maybe till Christmas. I think after the period of the holiday. Oh, I have to clean the lens. Just because there's not gonna be a lot of job after Christmas, and I want to take it till the very end, and then we'll get another job, and I'll say, hey, yo, you saw my CV. We have 6 months in second cup. Now, possibly they will say like, oh, I only did 6 months, but I think that they'll say like, wow, how can I, when can you start? And I'll be like, right away, sir. Right away, ma'am. So yeah, so pretty optimistic about what is gonna happen. And in the best of way, I think I could have passed, right? Oopsies. I think I could have passed. Again, trying to get home before 3:30 because we're gonna get the sunset. I have a lot of videos to do. I got the last of ooh, my turn. Pardon. There you go. That's us. Now I believe that the road is still closed, so we're fucked. But at the same time, it's bellissimo, bellissimo. Because I know how to go there. I know how to go there. Which means the last time we went here was possibly less than 2 weeks, which possibly means that I already told you the whole story about the job, and now we're just repeating ourselves. Man, damn. Hot diggly lamb. Doing the knee again. You see, that sucks. Listen, I love Daryl Dixon. Right? Me love Rick Graham. I love Michonne. But where's your love for Negan, bro? Where's the beginning of the savior? Give me a beginning of the savior and I'll give you my remaining kidney. There you go. Now, once again, I'm not very familiar with this place, but we're gonna pray and we're gonna wish we're lucky, and we're gonna be careful because it's a street that I don't know. So I don't know I don't really know the streets. There you go. Aha. I think I skipped it. I'm pretty sure that we're good, but I'm not 100% sure. If we did, hell yeah. If we didn't, shove it up to inexperience. Ooh, I love that. So yeah, so this is another red spot, but we have a 20 minutes, nice, 30 seconds, 30 minutes of a red light. Damn, bro. It's gonna don't drive, thank God. It's pretty cold. See, they're starting to, now the Christmas decoration. And the next subject is actually quite cool, because at work, because yes, there's a Segway and all of that, there's a Segway. There's always been a Segway. It's just a hard time getting there. But you know what they say, huh? A Segway is a mode of transportation, and once you learn how to walk, you can run, right? So now that we're in a Segway, we can run. You can run, but you can hide. There's no animal inside. No, I don't know about the song. I can sing it all along, because I don't know about this song. Oh, I see the sidewalks, and I hear my skateboard. Is it suffering or is it entertaining? And I cannot sing. I started singing because I did a TikTok, right? And I had one of the girls, I think she's fucking hot, bro. Honestly, whoo. But I did a video where I was singing. It was just like jokingly. But then she said, you look good. I was like, me? No, it's possibly the wrong video, right? No, you look good. So wow, my Atlantis, my kingdom for this compliment. And if we start singing a bit more confident. It's all about confidence, right? It's all about confidence. Where was I going with that? The Segway, okay. So the Segway, yes, queen. The Segway. We're able to listen to music at work, right? Well, your boy, right? That's 1 year away from the usual. See, we're creature of habits. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Because you guys are doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this 25th November 2024. One of the last days we can do an Nature Corn. And I keep on saying it, but it never happens. You can see people in a fucking winter coat. So it's not that bad, but still, you know. We're doing pretty good. We're doing really well. It was a productive day. We had work. It was fucking early. They called me to come in at like 8 o'clock, but I live far. I almost couldn't make it because the first bus is at 5:30. It's around 2 hours to go, you know. So I'm just gonna be chilling. Now I don't have the time to check out for the sunset. I'm gonna have to be home. I was supposed to go earlier, but I fell asleep. Once again, I got called earlier. Tomorrow, the rest of the week is gonna be pretty rainy. Tomorrow there's supposed to be snow. Right, as you can see, all of the trees completely dead. I'm hoping that somebody in there press a button. I'm not sure. Today's a really good day. Really good day. We have a not necessarily a major crisis, but kind of a crisis. So you guys know that I had my new job, right? And not necessarily a big deal. I'm gonna be okay. I'll find a way. I'll find a way. Jake and Josh. If you guys didn't know, you should know, because Jake and Josh was a shizzle. So yeah, so we had this new job, and it's the new job we started last week. So ultimately speaking, I'm gonna get my pay, right? I'm gonna get my pay this Thursday, which is amazing. But this Thursday is the first of the month, and I needed a job so badly. I was willing to take whatever they would offer, right? So I technically don't know. Sorry, I don't know what to do. I don't know how I could do it. I put it on this shit, the GoPro. So yeah, so now I'm gonna have my rent to pay, and I was kind of hoping that I would get not my last check. I had more. Since I'm working, I'm not gonna need it anymore. I'm gonna actually get my last check of chômage, which is again unemployment. We're good, we're safe. And the reason why I was getting that is because it is like 1,020 for 2 weeks. My rent is 600. So yeah, but now the postal service of the whole Canada. Well, I don't know about the whole Canada, but I know for sure about the Quebec, the Montreal area. They don't deliver shit. They don't deliver. So now I'm kind of fucked. I'm gonna have enough. My problem is not if I wanna have enough. My problem isn't that. My problem is I'm not gonna make that much, right? So now I know what you're saying. Inc, how come you're expecting a check if you're working? Well, that's a very good question. See, the check is every 2 weeks, right? So the first week when I was supposed to get the check for the 2 weeks period, I wasn't working. So now, not necessarily fucking with the system, but it's understanding the system. It's a bit more apropos to use as a term. Can't believe it. We're already in Dorval. It's been 3 minutes and a half. We're going to kill it, bro. It's kind of cold outside though, not gonna lie. Not that cold, but still. Seeing kids in their winter coats, you're like, bruh, am I crazy or they're snowflakes? You know? Now, again, I don't know, like it's about to be the coolest kid in the class. Not pinpointing him, but come on. Got 2 more with winter coats. What is this world becoming to? So the first week, since I'm not working, right, I can say, okay, well, the first week I wasn't available to work, but I didn't work. The second week I wasn't able to work and I was working. So technically, instead of giving me 1,020, they're gonna give me 510, right? Which is gonna be more than enough to pay the rent. The problem is not the rent. The problem is, I don't know when my bills come in. The problem with the bills that I have, thank you so much. There you go. Kind of dangerous, but no. So the good example to the kids, Inc. They're taller than you. If they gang up, you're done, bro. You're done. The problem is I have a lot of bills, and it's not the money. It's not an issue. I'm a bit stressed, but it's gonna be okay. We'll find a way. I'll have to sell a kidney. By the way, if you join my Patreon, if you join it, my Patreon right now, you'll get a kidney for free. Well, this is only for the first. It's only for the first. A member of the Patreon. It's not even created, right? But yeah. Long story short, I'm kind of nervous about that because I have a lot of bills, but I don't know exactly when they're due. For example, I know the first of the month I have to pay the rent. That's easy. But when is my phone bill due? I think it's like the 21 or something like that. We have my Fizz, which is my internet bill. When does that due? The 4th, the 5th? I don't know. So I'll be okay with the next pay. But the issue is, do I have enough to pay other bills than just the rent? I don't know. See, I was expecting the 500, so I didn't spend a lot, but I spent. And now I possibly am F-U-C-K, fuck you and your friend, that I'll never meet again. I don't know the lyrics, but I know it's pretty good. I wish I remembered that way, wool summer, all the trees are dead. Was I being misled? I had a pretty good day at work today, which is possibly the subject of today. I don't think I did a nature corner since I started working, but I don't think, I'm pretty sure it is. So since this is gonna be the first nature corner after I work, we're gonna do two things. We're gonna talk about the job, and then we're gonna talk about another subject, which is the school system and the kids, the next generation, which is why I talk about the kids with the quotes. There was a behind the scene, between the lines. When I read between the lines, well, they're saying loud, but there's students. So yeah, possibly another example I can use. Possibly, she's hot. See, it's cold outside, but now homie's good. Homie is definitely good. So the job that I have is a second cop. Now I'm not gonna tell you which second cop it is, because y'all are gonna come and see me and say things like, oh, I saw that your Patreon, where's my kidney, bro? And then, because I said that, thank God I'm uploading this later on. Because someone someone, if they're really smart, will create a Patreon, since they know that there's none of them. There's none right now. They would create a Patreon, and they would put my name, my face, which is, because there's none, I think it's pretty easy with AI and shit like that. But since there's none, they would do that. They would create a Patreon, which is officially the official and unofficial Patreon of Ink Vendetta. See, it's not about who owns the domain. It's not about it's not about who is the righteous owner. It's the first one there, and it's been like that for years and years and years. Hey, you wanna build a house on that hill? Well, sorry. Last week somebody came on that hill, and they said, "This is mine. This is mine." I'm like, oh, okay, I'll find another hill. But guess what, bro? There's no hill. Guess what, bro? There never was a hill to begin with. It's a projection, right? So yeah, and somebody could pretend they're me, get massive Patreon, and I would owe a kidney. Remember my word. But I don't think about what I say, you know? I don't think about my words. And yeah, so the work is pretty good. It's second cop. You're serving coffee. It isn't the best job I could have ever hoped for, but it's customer service. It's